Yay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Millionaire Minds with our 2 Cents Radio Show, everybody.
That's
What's
right.
going on?
What's going on, y'all?
How was your weekend? Y'all, if y'all are tuned in right now, make sure that you are on Facebook, Studio 21 Media. You can catch it on Millionaire Minds with our 2 Cents Radio Show page. We are getting ready to share this feed right now. But if you are on right now and you can see everything, go ahead and share it. Invite people. Share it to your groups.
Invite everybody. Everybody. Don't even matter.
And let everybody know that they can go ahead and tune in. And this is each and every Monday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right.
Oh, yes.
So you guys can be interactive. Drop your comments in the box. And if you would like for us to touch on any specific topics, any specific subject matters, if there is something that you have a question about and you just want to put it out there, this is the platform for you. Okay. You want everybody to know that they can voice their opinions. If you have any facts that you want to share, anything interesting, if you have any oh hell no's.
I know y'all got some. I know y'all got some of those
ideas for games. Like this is it, because we're coming up with something all the time. All right. So you already know that we're going to be touching on a little celebrity news and some trending topics.
You said.
You know, we may have some sports with Calibo. As you can see, our brother isn't here yet.
Yes.
He is actually on the way here right now from his fabulous trip to Cali. So, yeah, Cali.
Cali boy.
So he will definitely be in the building momentarily, you guys. So he may have some sports. So catch him with Sports with Calibo. We also have the topic of the day, y'all. And we also have something that we're going to touch on, that we're going to just talk about it in the second hour. All right.
That's right.
So I think a lot of people may have
steam on today's show. Whole lot of steam.
A whole lot of steam.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people in the entertainment industry may be able to chime, put their little 2 cents in on that subject matter, but y'all have to wait on it. I'm not going to let y'all know what it is right now. So, and we do have a little bit of Leah Gemini's lightning round, and we may have some oh hell no.
Oh, we got some oh hell no.
We got some
oh hell no.
But I know one thing though, this weekend, shout out to Miss Carol. The Taz Bar, you guys, up in Gwinnett County.
That's right.
Formerly known as Confetti Bar and Grill.
That's right.
Y'all,
turn up.
I swear. Just take my word. You don't even have to take my word for it. As a matter of fact, don't take my word for it. Go ahead and go up to the Taz Bar on Friday and Saturday. They are doing karaoke this Friday and Saturday again, because I was there Saturday. Boy. My brother invited me.
Gotta. Don't taste one time. You telling everybody, they don't believe me.
Y'all, I swear on everything. Okay. I had an amazing time. You understand what I'm saying to you? I really didn't have anything planned. But when I tell you, it's been about maybe 10 years since I have done karaoke. For all of you guys who like karaoke, who are actively doing karaoke or would do karaoke, y'all please come to the Taz Bar. Join us Friday, Saturday. Which day?
Friday and Saturday.
Oh, Lord. He's trying to go both days. Lord, like he tricked me into going up there on the stage. And
she killed it. She killed it. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. What? Say Yes by Floetry.
Yeah, I did that first. What?
Yo. Yo, she killed it, yo. She killed it, yo.
What was that?
I don't know. I was trying to understand how you were saying it. I don't know. But the joint's flawless, though. I was like, is Marshall on stage?
Oh, don't do that.
Yo, it was dope. It was dope. That's why you got to come on out, y'all,
It was awesome. And when I tell you it is a mixed crowd, it is a nice, decent, welcoming crowd. They have the pool tables, you have the bar, they have food. Oh my God, y'all, their menu is amazing. Like, shout out to the Taz Bar. All right, we're going to have the address.
I got the address.
Go ahead and give them the address.
6740 Spartan Drive, Norcross, Georgia, everybody. Again, that's the numbers 6740 Spalding Drive, Norcross, Georgia. Taz Bar, formerly Confetti's. Carol, Mike O'Neill. We coming. We gonna see y'all soon.
Did he just say ooh? Ooh? You know what?
But you got that French right.
But see, look, y'all. Okay, so for those of you who have heard or have seen True perform, first of all, when he performs Prince, he always does Purple Rain. But he did more than just Purple Rain. He did Adore Me. He did a duet with his godmother. Shout out to Miss Carol. And shout out to Pops. What's his name?
Mike. Papa
Mr. Mike and Miss Carol. Shout out to you guys. Y'all are amazing.
Yes.
I mean, their energy was amazing.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying to you? But
that's them 24/7.
This one right here, when I tell you, when he did that duet, talking about some do me, baby. That's probably one of the staple songs that all karaoke bars are gonna have somebody perform at some point of the night. So. Do Me Baby.
Yeah.
Do Me Baby. You got your guys who may want to do New Edition.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it's the same songs, but when I tell you she got everything.
Everything.
She has everything. You can do stuff from what may have dropped last month, maybe Cardi B or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Real talk. Facts. We got receipts.
So yeah.
Come out and see.
I mean, at the end of the day, we had an amazing time, and I encourage everybody to come out. Come on out, all right? Also, True, I know you wanted to touch on something before we actually head into our celebrity news. You know, a serious topic, of course. You know, a lot of people out here are on the streets and, you know, may not have what it is that they are, you know, seeking yeah. Or may not be where they need to be. Look at Big Head right here. Go on and walk across the camera. Come on, Big Head. They already seen your hair. Come on, Bart. Hey, tell me he don't look like Bart.
Simpson.
Yes. Cali Bo, aka Bart Simpson in the house. Hey. Okay. Hey. Cali. I need to switch it up. Play something else. Because at the end of the day, this one right here, I don't know. But yes, you guys. I'm
back, bitches.
Oh Lord, is your mic on?
I'm back, bitches.
Yes, you guys. Callie is here.
Hey.
Woo!
Hello. How y'all doing?
Hey, everybody. The three, I don't want to say stooges.
Amigos.
The three amigos. Yes.
We don't mumble rap. We're not the amigos.
We're what?
We don't mumble rap. We're not the amigos.
You are correct.
We're not the Migos, but we are amigos.
Amigos. Ain't nothing.
Happy vibes.
Yes.
From Bath and Body Works.
I don't know about y'all. Happy vibes.
You got to tell us what happened in Cali before we get into this serious topic.
I've been around happy clouds.
Yo, so tell us what happened. Like,
oh, man.
Did you bring us back a souvenir?
Yeah, I came back in one piece.
What?
I came back in one piece.
You know what? That is
I'll
the
take
best.
That. I'll take that.
I love that. But I mean, I would have taken a shirt, maybe. You know, like one of the ones that he had on. Did y'all catch it on Instagram? I mean, that. I was talking about.
I got another.
I'm glad that you had fun. So,
I
mean, like, what happened? Like, what did you see out there that you want to share? Like, I know the weather was beautiful.
Well, no, funny thing is, no, the weather was better back here. It was like it was
cold.
It was windy. and it was overcast, but it was a good overcast for me. You know, I don't like hot weather to begin with.
Right.
But it was absolutely wonderful. The very first day there was truly amazing, followed by Friday, which was, I mean, the whole trip was just amazing. It's just that as soon as we got there, the very first stop we had to make was to my daycare where I grew up at and spent a lot of my years. And the best part about it is my son was there. And the funny thing, he kept saying, I want to go to my daddy's school. I want to go to my daddy's school. And it was crazy because, you know, the teachers are still there. Like, they're, even though, you know what I'm saying, they were teachers, they knew me throughout my entire life, me, their kids. So they were more like, oh, this is family. My nephew came to visit. And shout out to Vicky, Kim, Auntie Vicky, Auntie Kim. Like I say, I love them to death. Vicky came up with the greatest idea. And she said, we watched you. We watched your nephew. Can I watch my nephew? And it was crazy because that Friday, we went to breakfast. But before we went to go to Hollywood for a minute, we dropped him off at the daycare. And it was like watching me as a child go in there, the response that he got. Just so happened they were doing Mother Day gifts. So Vicky made sure that Blake did a Mother's Day gift for April, which was wonderful. Two of my childhood friends, Bobby Grove and Ethan Calhoun, those were two reunions. I'm not gonna lie, almost brought me to tears. Because, like, with all honesty, I haven't seen Bobby since I was 18, and it was crazy. Like, that was the second stop, was going to the park that I grew up at. And when I went there, find out that, you know, he wasn't there, but the people inside the park said, "Oh yeah, we know Bobby, and we know you." But so I was like, "Don't worry, it's not about me. It's not about me." So called my friend Bobby, called him. Couldn't find him. He normally don't pick up the phone, but he did. He's like, "Man, look, I'll be there in 5 minutes." When this man pulled up, talk about it, you can see him cheesing from the street, and you can see me cheesing before we even got to the parking lot. And it's like the car wouldn't even stop. It was just like that big embrace of a hug, and then to realize that still down there in Dominguez Park, yeah, your boy Cali Bo still a legend.
Lord, look,
no,
celebrity status.
No, for real. Because when we walked in there, and Bobby actually let him know, like, yeah, this is Earl. This is Earl Williams. Like, we remember the Calhouns. Yeah, remember the one that was always better than the Calhouns? You're him. Yeah, that's me. I was a guy. So yeah, you know, name still ring bells over there. And then to my friend Ethan Calhoun, that was a magical moment because he stayed right around the park too.
Right.
And we went through the neighborhood, and some just said, "Hey, Pops, why don't we go up the street?" And shout out to my dad too, gracious host. Make sure we didn't want for anything. This man would not let me pay for food at all. He paid for everything and took the street everywhere. So
wow.
So that was cool. That was very cool. But we go to my friend Ethan's house, and I was kind of hesitant to go knock on the door because I didn't see nobody. And it just so happened I was talking to him through Messenger, and his friend, my other homeboy Josh, his brother, said, "John should probably be home. Just go knock on the door." So I go knock. I was about to get up and go knock on the door, just as I'm getting out the car.
Right.
Guess who's pulling up? Ethan.
Oh Lord!
And he's screaming outside the car like, "I know that's not you." And I'm like, "Man, I didn't even." So that, and the funny thing, shout out to my wife who called. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys the pictures, but those genuine moments, she called them. Wow. You can see the genuine.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was it recorded?
Yes. She called all those.
Did you post
all those? No, we didn't post them yet.
You need to do like
we went down to
video.
Hollywood. Went down to Hollywood Walk of Fame. So took some pictures in front of some stars. Bill, they may take your celebrity status and everything else away, but your star is still on Hollywood. And I took a picture of it because at the end of the day, hey, we still got love for you. So
yeah,
I took a picture of
that.
that.
Shout out to the Cosby Show. I mean, everything is unfortunate.
Like, I still took a picture of that before they took it from him. Like, before they take it, I got the picture of him. let's see, like it was let's see what else was there. I mean, there was so much. Took Blake to Disneyland, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't want to go to Disneyland unless you don't work like 75 hours of overtime or got your tax check because it will break you. But
Wow.
but the look on those kids' face,
It's priceless.
it's worth every dime.
Yes. Yes.
The interaction with my son and Mickey Mouse was truly magical, and we caught that on tape too. You can
Oh, that
see
is
it.
dope.
His eyes just lit up. Mickey embraced him. I mean, that was a tearful moment just because of the fact that we went all the way out there. It was hard to see any of these characters, but he had his own special moment with the one that he looks up to, and that
That's
was
right.
Mickey. And I mean, I posted that picture on Instagram, so you can log on to Instagram, Calibo with 2 underscores, and you will see some of those pictures. Of course, we did a little shopping too.
Of course.
Um,
Can't go to Cali and not do shopping.
yeah, had to get some Cali wear.
Cool.
His Cali wear. Oh, also shout out to my man Chris Sneed. Got a chance to see him
Shout
perform. That's another childhood friend of mine. So got to see him perform at the Comedy Union, and he did pretty damn good. So yeah, like I said, it was a special trip. Also, shout out to my grandmothers. I got to see both my grandmothers. Rest in peace.
Oh,
They was in the Inglewood Cemetery, so we took time out yesterday, and that was that was a surreal moment because like I haven't visited her grave since she passed in 2000. So talk about 18 years, and from that moment, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't hold anything back from seeing Miss Gladys Gooch and then Velma Williams.
oh,
Both my
second.
grandmother
What?
and my uncle Eddie. They were all in the same cemetery, so it was
Wow.
good. It was good to see them
Wow.
clean off their headstones.
Wow.
I mean, clean off the tombstones and everything, and also my son he got to speak to both his grandmothers, so that was very wonderful. Also, I want to send a very 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 special shout out because this weekend was also tough for my wife. Uh, Her first holiday without someone special, and shout out to her because that day yesterday should have been a moment where we're kind of embracing each other, but she seen the fact that the first time at that grave, I just couldn't. So shout out to her because when I say the hardest things in life, if you don't have your rock with you, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. And
That's right.
that moment, she felt she had enough strength to put hers beside and to come and to make sure that I was able to keep it together. So I want to make sure that that I do not acknowledge that. I want to make sure that that is being acknowledged that without a strong woman around or just a strong support system, things like that. I mean, this trip wouldn't have been exactly what it was with her catching the pictures, everything else. So Williams Family 2018 vacay was a success, and I can tell you right now, Callie, I can tell you right now, you will not be. It won't be another 18 or some odd years before you see me again. It'll be a few months because I actually do owe it to my city. The embrace that I got from my city. I didn't really. I mean, I knew I had love, but I didn't know how much love it actually was. I didn't even realize that they follow us out there a lot too, and they do. So, shout out to Inglewood, Carson, the entire LA area, man, for support. Like I said, you guys. Like I said, I'm almost I'm getting kind of emotional here because, like I said,
got me over here like I'm about to do this
it was
here. Like, okay, it's coming.
I mean, because like when you come home, you never know what to expect. When you come home and you're embraced the way that I was embraced,
right?
You see the friends that you have never seen. You come to find out that what I'm saying, your legacy is still what it is. You get to see monumental moments in my life to see my son go to the same daycare that I went to.
Right.
What I'm saying, get to see his grandmothers, both his grandmothers at that too, and his uncle, which was I was surprised that I didn't know that he was in the same cemetery. So to see him as well too, like I said, it was just truly amazing. So like I said, shout out to my city, shout out to all my friends that I was able to see. Shout out to the ones that I was not able to see. Trust me, like I said, it's not gonna be forever. I will be back more often. Like I said, man, I just shout out, man. Just LA stand up.
I know next time he better bring me back a souvenir. I just want a t-shirt.
I will
Size
say this.
small.
I will say this. In order for like y'all to really get the true Cali experience,
I'm going.
We
I don't know what y'all talking about. We going.
We got to take the trip, but we got to do it the right way because I'm gonna tell you right now. Yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and say
we are going. Millionaire Minds.
Nothing like look
with our 2 cents radio show are going. Hey, what if we asked them
to sponsors?
No, not even sponsors. Like, what if we said that y'all could come?
Hey, what's up?
What if we did like a group trip
Right.
What's
to
up?
Cali?
A tour.
Everybody save your butt.
A mini tour.
Let's go.
I mean, like for real, for real.
Hey,
Would
3
y'all
months
be
from
down?
now. 3 months from now, let's put it together. Y'all hear it right now.
I'm
Get
telling
Gemini
you
what she
right
said
now.
right now. Go to the Millionaire Mind page. Let's get this trip together. Let's go see LA because I'm gonna tell y'all what I want all y'all to do. We gonna go visit the dispensaries. Yes.
Yes.
I was saving the best for last. I know what y'all was waiting on. So. I'm sorry. Look,
all of the other stuff was beautiful and everything.
I'm just gonna say this part. I'm just gonna say this part, and then we can move on with the rest of the show. Okay. So I just want to tell you my experience with the dispensaries. Okay. For one, it's amazing. Okay.
Oh,
Anybody can go in there, but nobody can purchase if you do not have a ticket.
permit.
So
ticket
luckily,
or permit?
you have to have the license.
The license. Okay.
So shout out to Adrian, which is my my nephew's father. Shout out to him because he definitely hooked me up. Appreciate that. And when I tell you, bro, like,
oh Lord,
first off,
I heard about these.
Let me tell you right now.
Cali.
I think I sent you a picture.
You did.
Okay, so when you go in there, you get your medical. They don't put it in no bag. It came in a jar, sealed tight. Shout out to Kosher Ticket. Shout out to Flow OG.
Wow.
Yeah, Sativa and the Indica. Yeah, I got a chance to get the both of them.
Hybrid.
And no.
Oh, just separate.
I got them separate because see, what I was told was, one of them make sure you're gonna keep you up, the other one gonna keep you sleep. Right. So I said, cool. The one during the day, I take this with me. Right. Back home. This is what I'm sleeping around. But look, here's the best part. On every occasion, best believe, I took major advantage of this. So if you go to LA for the first time, take advantage of this. Walking on the street.
Walking on the street and
with the blunt in your mouth. And can't nobody say nothing to you.
What?
We was walking down Hollywood Boulevard, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, where it's turned up. When they say it's legal, bruh, it is legal.
Question. No. Wait. Are we talking about for recreation? That would be considered recreational, correct?
First of all, if you got it, it's recreational. It doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
No. First of all, no. If you just have it, they don't need to know that you got it from the plug or you got it from the dispensary.
I'm saying if you have your license, you have the license.
No. You don't need a license. You only need a license to purchase. If you're older than 21, you're good. So when I'm walking down the Hollywood Boulevard with these stars, because I'm sitting there, and here's the funny thing, I was preparing it as we was walking up the street. So I'm walking up the street like this.
What?
And and
no, he didn't just do the motion.
Yes.
Lord, y'all.
That's what we were doing. So going down the street now, I'm sitting there like, all right, and my wife is looking like, well, you done it by the beach. My dad, he stays by the beach. So normally when I go at the house, I just walk down to the beach instead of sitting in front of the complex. Just go down to the beach. Right. Chief, a couple of them, come on back. So I say, well, I do walk down the street at the beach on the sidewalk. Why not? Oh, and boy, when I tell you, I wait till I got to one little corner and there was a lot of people. I said, baby, you walk in front of me, I'm gonna go ahead and test it out. Cause what they gonna do? All they can do is tell me put it out.
Okay.
So all you can do is put it out. I walked that whole block. People in front of me, people beside me, people looking like
Everybody.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there.
But nobody else was smoking?
If they were minding their own business like I was.
Wow.
I didn't like to say I wasn't looking to see if anybody else was. I said, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna do me. I mean, and if I see it, I see it. But at the same time, like I will say, like in front of the clubs.
Okay.
I know he was in front of the clubs, and I got one story about this real quick. One particular story, I had to chump somebody off.
What?
Yeah, I had to chump somebody off.
Oh, so this person gets it's one of the hell no.
So we're in front of a club, and it's called Dime. My friend Chris, shout out to Chris, he took me out first night. Well, Thursday night. Was it Thursday night? Yeah, took me out Thursday night. Right? And once again, I'm still kind of blinded a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So as we get to the club, I'm in front of like on the sidewalk, and he says, I'm like, man, can the chief just right here before you get out? I said, yeah, go ahead. 12 rolls by, windows down.
Oh Lord.
They don't turn around, nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's what's up. So we go inside the club, right? Go inside the club after a while, it's very packed. Us out here,
right.
Kind of we don't like that packed stuff. Get real packed. I go outside, it's a table right there, and I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody loves the way we talk. I mean, the minute that we went outside, I just said, excuse me, lady, mind if I sit right here? Ooh, where you from? Like, my wife sounds just as good as me too, so she'll stab you. What can I say right here? Yeah. So conversation starts.
Right.
Conversation starts. You from Atlanta? Everybody keep talking. We chilling. And I'm like, hey, your girl down there, she cheating. Can I pull mine? Go ahead. As soon as I pull mine out, the rest of the whole bunch pulled out. They little blunts.
You are
Everybody stayed
lying.
right there. So to the hell no, I'm talking too much.
No.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm just very excited. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So nothing's changed.
Everybody pulled out their blunts.
So everybody pulled out their blunts. We all enjoying ourselves, right?
Right.
So I'm just gonna skip to this hell no because he goes right in.
Oh shit.
I don't know this man's name, okay?
Okay.
And I'm glad I don't know his name.
Oh.
So
Lord.
we're outside the club and he says, hey, do you mind? Hey, you got a little something to say? I told him, well, sure, but it's in the car. So, if I see you when I get back outside, cool, I got you, but I ain't about to walk back to the car. Mm-hmm. Go back inside the club, maybe about a good 2 hours. Me and Chris, had a few more Hennessy shots. And shout out to the waitress when she found out. Chris said, hey, yeah, a man from Atlanta coming down. And she said, she ain't from Atlanta. I said, baby, I am. She said, say it again. I said, baby girl, yeah, I am. Yeah, he ain't from Atlanta. Yeah. So our shots went from here to here.
All because of how you say them.
Because like she said, I love the way y'all talk. And so Chris, shout out to Chris, said, hey, I'm not going to tell them how you really look. Hey, if it gets us like shots, don't worry about it. I can throw this on all day. Don't even worry about it. So we good. So, go back inside for 2 hours and, have a few more drinks. Come back outside, right? Let me get back outside. The guy's still sitting there. So evidently you didn't score. You didn't get nothing. Right. So I look at him and say, hey, man, you still need that? Yeah, I still need that. Cool. So, I go to the car. I get what you want. You want to grab. Cool. That's going to be $20. 20? What you mean 20?
Sight.
It's legal out here. Said, I don't care. You gonna pay me 20 or you gonna put my stuff back in my hand? I'm gonna beat your ass.
Wow.
And he's like, wait, man, hold on, man. Why you trying to tax me? I mean, like, you in my state smoking my stuff? I said, no, technically, I said, technically, I'm in your state smoking my shit that I bought. Here's the thing. I don't care what you get it for. And I had to break it down to him. My buddy's sitting right there with me. And I kind of chunked him off in front of the girl because she kind of said, damn, right?
Wow.
I said, look
really?
Here. I can care less what you get it. I can care less who you get it from. I don't care about none of that. Only thing that I'm looking at, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a hustler. Bonafide hustler. So I want you to understand this. You asked me 2 hours ago for a grant. Come back outside, you still ain't got nothing. Right. So technically, if we was back home, I'd have taxed you 35. Technically, I could give you 10. But this is my per se. Right. So you gonna give me my 20. Or you gonna find somebody else. At the end of the day, I can care less who you get it from, what you get it from, whatever art. This is your state. Technically, you look like you're about 21. I'm 38. So technically, this is my state before it's yours.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Well, I'm 38. So
technically,
this is my Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
And you're waiting. So either you don't have the gift of gab, or you know nobody, and I'm your only guy.
Right.
So guess what?
It's all three.
The guy that's not in your state, the guy that got your product, guess what? You're gonna pay him. My price is from Atlanta.
Right.
Okay, simple as that. I don't care. I don't care. So when his old lady thought about it, yeah, he's kind of right. But guess what? I was right because she was digging the accent, little boy. I'm just saying.
So she was trying to get at you.
Nah, not that I know. I wasn't none of that, man. Like one thing I can tell you right now, they always say this. They say that, and it's a stereotype. They say LA got the most beautiful women in the world, and I'm not gonna shit on my state. They do. But I'm gonna tell you like this: for all y'all that say that, you really ain't been down here. Cause y'all can say all y'all want. I can tell you right now. My baby was turning heads. My baby was turning heads. Like,
hey, bro.
Man, people looking like.
Hey, bro.
I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah.
I know who she
Oh,
is.
you know.
Okay,
I ain't know he knew.
I was like, yeah, look.
I know who she is. They was saying.
And someone sitting there like, man, you got a beautiful wife, nigga. I know. That's why her last name is Williams.
Right.
I know. I know what you're looking at. She fine. She
Thank
fine.
you.
Like I see that. Yeah. So LA, you do got beautiful women, but hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't sleep on what we got on down here.
They're
And I had to get on
That's them
somebody.
peaches.
And I had to get on somebody. Cause once again, hey, don't get me wrong, I'm from LA, born and raised, but you know, I do make money and my living down here, so I support and stand up for both. We went to Eminem's Soul Food place yesterday.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Who?
At Eminem's Soul Food.
No.
Yes. Y'all get this trip
Oh
together. We
my
gonna go.
God.
So I had to jump off
I
two
love
people.
Eminem.
I had to jump off two more people.
Who?
They were kind of downplaying LA. Like I can't remember their names, but
Okay.
we were sitting across from them.
Okay.
And it's funny because normally I'm the one that hear these things, but my wife was hearing them too.
Oh wow.
And we kept making eye contact. She was like, they're just shitting on us. Like, even though it's conversation. So I kind of jumped in and said, hey, excuse me, man.
Wow.
I threw that accent on a little hard because I want to, like, hey, excuse me, bro. What's going on, man? I said, you know, you got, bro, you got a lot of negative to say about Atlanta. He said, oh, no, it ain't like that. I said, we from Atlanta, except for him, my father, but you know, we from Atlanta. We got this. Boy, all that changed.
What?
All that changed. I mean, I got this information in my wallet. I'm gonna shout you out in a minute. You don't get the old hell no, because when he comes down here in a few months, we gonna get him on the show. No. You don't get the old hell no because when we talked
I ain't
about
trying to give him the old hell now.
because when we talked, dude actually has some helpful information, and we're gonna get him on this show so we can.
Okay.
He's actually an actor, activist.
Okay.
Does a lot in the community, travels throughout the entire world, and should be here next month. We got the information and told him all about the radio show, and he wants to try to come on and see what he can do for us. So at the end of the day, I just pulled your card. So we're gonna see what happens when you get on this earth.
Okay.
Well.
Now back to the Millionaire Mind Show. That was enough for Cali
part
folks.
of it. No, that you are Millionaire
I
Mind.
know.
So at the end of the day, it's the three amigos. Yeah. Millionaire Mind, our 2 cents radio show, starring
Oh, it's your boy Cali.
Leah Gemini.
It's true.
Yeah,
Did
we
you say
are
what?
Millionaire Minds with our 2 cents. But look, you guys, for real, I really want to know what, before we go on our break, we're going to go on our break in a few minutes, but I did want to touch on a couple of things. But before we get into that topic, I definitely want to see how many of you guys heard Andre 3000 2 new tracks that he dropped yesterday. Y'all heard it?
I have not.
Not yet. You know what? They don't play a lot of Atlanta music. They're very behind. They
What are
were
you
still
talking about?
in LA. Like, don't get me wrong, like LA music get played a lot and you're supposed to. But I heard, shout out to Cardi B, because Cardi B's killing it out there.
Yeah.
Like, no, for real. Like, Cardi B
No.
and Drake are really killing it out there. Like, I heard Cardi B's pretty much her whole album on the fucking radio. Drake, your song is out there too. But as far as like other music, I heard things such as that I ain't heard in a long time and probably won't hear on any radio station. Now here is T.I. You can have whatever you like.
What?
T.I. Live Your Life. Sean, Big Sean's Bounce Back. There was a lot of songs that I'm sitting there thinking like, well, hold on, like we've been hearing this, but we know that y'all are, you know what I'm saying, that they're up to date with the music.
Right.
But as far as like the things that you can tell, there was a very big difference. A very big difference. And like the stuff that is made out there, the new stuff got played. It just kind of felt like they were behind a little bit because I was like, hold on, I ain't heard no Black Youngster, none of that. Knowing damn well they killing out here.
Yeah.
But I get it out there. It's a different demographic. And
right.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle because he is definitely doing his thing out there. Big time is representing LA. Hey, shout out to Nipsey, man. Next time I'm definitely gonna meet up with you, man. I gotta pick your brain, man.
So True was saying something about SZA.
Say about my baby.
She is allegedly retired after her next album drop.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, don't get it wrong. Like Fetty Wap did the same thing.
Really?
Why?
Well, because
what's the point?
Well, no. Here's the point. Because I agree with what Fetty Wap said when he said he did. He said that he's not into you doing the whole music thing and celebrity thing no more. He's made his $5 million, which, in his opinion, is more than enough to live on. Just like most people, $1 million is enough to live on for the rest of your life. So he's content with the hits that he's made, the success that he's made, and we all can admit that he's had success. Yeah. Just like SZA. SZA's had a lot of success off one album, and it was a dope album. It was very dope. So her credit is well deserved. She deserves a lot of credit for her efforts. But a lot of these people, and they have the mentality of what I like to call what I like to call hustlers who hustle to meet a mean, like to make ends meet.
Okay.
Like I know, and I'm not gonna speak on everybody because like you know what I'm saying this. I'll speak on myself. I can incriminate myself, nobody else. Okay.
Right.
All right. So I know when I was doing me, you know, I had friends that want to keep doing them and get the cars, get the money, do this, and just continue doing everything.
Right.
Mine were more so making sure that I can eat, clothes on my back, every now and then be able to take my old lady out to eat, and she'll drive. But those were not my intentions, and actually, I stopped hustling when my old lady helped me. Let me not say my old lady, my queen, my wife, helped me find a job, and actually said, if you find a job, you stop doing what you're doing. Yeah,
right.
And she helped me find the job, and with that, someone asked me, said, well, don't you miss the money? Don't you miss this? Don't you miss that? You know what? Yeah, maybe I do. I do. But the one thing I don't miss is the looking over your shoulder. It's the other things that come along with it. So Don't get me wrong, you have people who do it for the thrill.
Right.
Just like with this music. You have people who do it for the thrill, who do it for the much success, who do it because they feel like they can, like this is their life and this is what they want to do. And then on the other hand, you have people like a Fetty Wap, people like a SZA, who have the opportunity to make a difference in their lives financially.
Right.
This is an out, but at the end of the day, they don't want that lifestyle. They don't want that world. Like,
so you think people really get into the industry and
like,
do music and
leave.
have the short-term goal? Let me just go ahead and get this quick check and be done.
I mean, why not? Like if you let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this. And I'll ask both of you guys an answer the question. Okay. So if you had that opportunity, let's say you put out an album. Okay, let's say you put out Get Rich or Die Trying, 50's album.
Right.
I mean, because still today, that is still probably one of the best debut albums ever. And that's debatable. Don't get me wrong, that's debatable because we got some new artists out there that might say, no, this, whatever. You're not making a point. Fuck you.
Which most of them aren't.
So
there's a lot of gibberish.
So go back to 50's Get Rich or Die Trying, right? Which was an automatic classic, right?
Right.
So let's say if Leah, True, you guys put out individual LPs,
right?
Where you came from dirt. You came from dirt.
Right.
You had nothing.
Right.
Your album got you 5 million take home. Not 5 million lawyers and
right.
lucky.
Right.
5 million take home. That's yours. That's yours right there. But at this moment, you can still do your own shopping. You can still pump your own gas. You can still walk through the malls. You can still take your children to theme parks. You still have your life. You have not reached the status of a Jay-Z or Beyonce where you can't even pump your own gas. You can't even do certain things. So
Right.
technically, you still have your life.
Right.
Now, if you were given the opportunity to take this change and still have your life, or continue on being this successful person, knowing that technically this probably really wasn't your plan, this probably really wasn't your lifestyle, but you know what you want more than anything, which is still your life.
Right.
Would you? And I'm not saying be so quick to take it, but wouldn't that flirt around in your mind if you were right there on that edge from crossing over to mega superstar to just being Leah Gemini with that banging ass album, Prince True with that banging hot album? So now, when every time someone sees you, those out of those 5 million that actually bought the album, which you put the 5 million in your pocket, you're not gonna run it all 5 million of them all the time.
Right.
But when you run into them, it's simple. Hey, quick picture.
Right.
What's going on? And you're on about your business. They're
Right.
not shutting down the malls. They're not. You can get your gas. You can pick up your children. Your children are not in paparazzi, being paparazzi attacked and all that stuff. So if you had that opportunity,
I mean, you can be big time
I would-
continuing your career
Yeah, I would
and
probably
not being
keep
paparazzi.
going. I wouldn't just stop after 5 million. I would probably. Keep
I mean,
going.
but I think he is saying that you have a lot of artists who actually may actually like just
Right.
get into it
they make it ends meet.
to make ends meet, get exactly what it is that they wanted, so that they can not only meet it, but maybe do a little bit more
Right.
house, car, a little shopping here or there, and then be done.
Think about
Like some people actually do that, but I don't.
I
think
don't
it just
understand why they
depends.
do that.
well,
I think
well,
it depends.
well,
Like he said, some people may have gotten into it,
Well,
and this
you
may
well,
not be their thing.
let's look at the. Well, let's take the two people I just spoke about. Let's
Right.
take Fetty Wap and let's take. Now I don't know anything about their personal lives, but if we dig into their personal lives, I can pretty sure tell you that maybe this music thing was maybe their only way out.
Got it.
Like, don't get me wrong, like some people have millions of opportunities to do millions of things. Some people yeah, it only comes once, but that might not been their dream. Like I can tell you
Or
right now,
maybe it wasn't their dream when they started it, but maybe they have made.
maybe they seen the transition. I'm losing
Right.
my life. Like I can
Maybe.
tell you right now, if that was me, I would be one of those guys. I would be either a Fetty Wap or whoever one of them. Because at the end of the day, the things that I do value with my family, I don't think I will. I don't think I'll be ready to give those up right away. I don't think I can
agree.
sit there
I
and
agree.
not pick my child up from daycare. Like, guess what? Picking my son up from the daycare just now, that I picked him up at back home. That was fun. Now guess what? Those kids know me. Like I said, they watch us. So even the fact that
Shout out
so
to
the
all of
fact
our
that I was
fans.
shout out to say
And we're
my
gonna be
little
giving
daycare.
shout outs in a minute too,
So-
you guys. So we see y'all.
So imagine being able, like I'm picking up my child, but I'm not. But I don't have to sit there and entertain other grown-ups. I can sit there and entertain those kids because I picked up when I got my child maybe a quarter to 3, and we left at 3:30 because we were still interacting with the other children. So guess what? So as a celebrity, now let's say if I was Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Jay-Z, whoever the case may be.
Right.
The fact that I just came to pick up my child there, I might have been the only adult there for 5 minutes before I need an escort out. So like, don't get me wrong. So like those simple things. Now,
Right.
who knows? I might get a contract for $100 million. I might not want to stop,
True.
but a lot of people don't want to make that change because you do lose your life.
Right.
Like as us right now in the Millionaire Mind Show, I'm pretty sure I know you guys have been approached with wanting to take a picture of someone recognizing you before.
yes,
I know that I
somebody
have.
stopped me
Yeah.
in a Walmart.
And
Let me see.
I was getting my car washed. I
exactly.
was like,
Now let me ask
how
you
y'all
this.
know me? But they watch us. They watch the show.
So let me ask you this.
They really do. That's weird. You said that.
So with that, because Trump like it,
Say it was
it
Just
happens
go.
with us.
Right.
Like it happens with me too. And the thing about it is like, don't get me wrong, I like it.
It's
But
cool. Yes, it
I want to
is.
give a shit.
It's humbling.
But with that being said, I want to give a shout out to the 3 ladies in the South Lake Mall. because
Shout out.
they were looking like we were walking, and they were looking hard. I did not notice it. My wife noticed it, but never once did they come up and say anything. Never once it. And when I turned around, you could see one. I'm like, okay. I know them. But at the end of the day, even that, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't bother me, but it was just like, well, I'm kind of glad they didn't come over because at that moment, not even just wifey, but me and my son was having an embrace. Yes. We were having a moment.
But that's probably why they did.
But guess what? If I was Jay-Z or somebody else, no one's gonna give a damn about that because that's your opportunity to come get next to the icon that you want. Like, how many people are gonna sit there and see Beyonce standing right here with both her children and not think that, oh, maybe it's okay if I go? Hey,
that is true though. I think it depends on. I think it depends on the celebrity.
See, so
I think it depends on the celebrity.
So given those two people, I think that they're stopping right before the celebrity gets to that point because when you see SZA, you're not gonna forget SZA. You're not gonna forget Fetty Wap. You're gonna know who they are, but that mob of getting that treatment of getting mobbed is gonna die down to where you can be. Take Hurricane Dave,
right?
Who runs 107.9, Big Bucks, the man can walk in here and won't nobody know.
True,
but not knowing that half these artists, half these people here on the radio station, go through him.
Yeah,
that's happy living right there. Because like I say, you still have your life. You know what I'm saying?
That is true though. To be living in the background, that is so true. That is so true. God.
Like if you actually like look at
a lot of people don't want the spotlight.
Look at our journey. Like look at our journey from what we did. And if you notice, like I've taken more with the cuts of comedy. Before then, is my face front forward, every single show, every stage, every single moment. Now to the point to where I've taken a back step. Right. Because you know the product, you know the brand. Right. You know the face behind the brand. But guess what? I don't need to be on stage the entire time. I can now do the background. And everybody else can stand on that stage with the product, with the brand, and move on themselves. Like their success and everything else is my face, not necessarily my face alone. So and I can still get that same credit, that same treatment, but it's from the ones who would appreciate it a lot more. Right. The ones who know what you did for them was nothing that you asked for, but just you being you being genuine. Them the type of people I want around me. Them the type of people that I love, that I stop and take pictures for. Right. I talk to. Hell, you don't want to pick. Yeah, I want one of you. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like it.
It's a great feeling. It is a great feeling. And the thing is, is about showing appreciation, but we always want to keep in mind that there are some who can turn a good situation or good moment into something unexpected, because you have people who do have hidden agendas, who may want to connect with you for ill intentions. Like, you just really have to be careful. The industry is very cutthroat, and so much happens behind the scenes and behind closed doors. Like, you just never really know. So
I have no idea.
We have to do our homework. Yes, you understand? We have to do our homework. And I am only saying that because later on in the second hour, at around maybe about 5:30, we are going to talk about sexism in the entertainment industry. We're going to touch on a little bit of that. Just to twist it up, because I know we're talking about the industry and fame and, a lot of people doing it for certain reasons. And I mean, whatever it is, that's what you do. That's what you do for whatever reason you want to do it for. But the things people got to go through to get there.
Hey, yeah. Things they got to go through to get to be successful. To right?
Get, yeah.
Let me say this real quick. Shout out to remember I said the comedy union, right? And I'm sorry to cut you.
No, you're fine.
No, I'm really sorry to cut you. It just dawned up, and I gotta say this real quick because to all my fellow comedians out there, I'm not throwing shade when I say this. Okay, But
Not yet.
no, and it might come off as shade. It might come off as shade, but I'm gonna say this. Okay. Like I said, I got a chance to see a comic show.
Okay.
And I didn't know none of these comics. Only comic I knew there was Chris Lee. So everybody worked. That only person material I knew was Chris. That's my buddy. That's my partner. We went over it. Banging set.
Right.
Banging set. Go follow Chris Need. It's Chris Need on Instagram. Banging comedian. My best friend. Dude, love you to death. Out of all the comedians there, I'm gonna say this. If you're gonna steal somebody's jokes,
ooh,
and if you're watching this show, you know who you are. If you don't know who you are, I'm pretty sure that the other comedians sat there and told you, hey, it was somebody in the crowd from Atlanta who heard you steal K-Dub's joke.
Wow.
This is all I'm gonna say. Okay, this is all I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
If you're gonna steal a joke, you can make a joke sound similar. You can make a joke have the same premise, maybe even the same punchline, but word for word and movement for movement.
Really? What
that is how
that?
I noticed.
I want to know what
about a ceiling fan. About a ceiling fan. And the girl being in the hood or whatever. And I remember K-Dub doing it because I seen him do it at the Shaq All-Star. Okay. So this was televised. This was nothing like a private setting. Like I can repeat to you the jokes that he did on me when I did a show and I didn't do so well.
Right.
But never will I go back and use those same jokes. I use them as fuel and things to remember. Like, okay, well, I want to get on somebody in the crowd. How did he do it?
Right.
What did he use to do? Like, those are things you do. But you don't steal somebody's shit. Word for word, movement for movement. Right. Because when I seen you, because don't get me wrong, like,
he was Melania Trumpy pool.
Like it was exactly that. Exactly that. Because here's the funny thing.
Y'all get the old hell no.
Before he went on, I think he was about the third comedian. He was third comedian. The first two did awesome. And the other guy, he did good. Okay. He did good. But you know how you kind of like
I heard it
like you know how you kind of like you move off to the side a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it was a party next to me, and I guess like I was mumbling things like, you know, commenting on the jokes to myself, make little side jokes after someone punched like, oh man, fuck that bitch or whatever, you know what I'm saying to myself. But once again, like I said, the accent and the words and the lingo carries. So there was a group of women sitting next to me, and first thing they want to start conversation. So I mean, I'm talking back to them, hey, yeah, you know, and Atlanta and everything else, and then they'll say a joke, and I'm like, nah, you bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just my own little tidbit. Wasn't being rude to comedian at all because we were very quiet. It was low. You wouldn't even know that people were saying something. Right. So there was no disrespect to that comedian because a lot of times I wouldn't even say nothing. If I see that he was in the middle of something, I kind of wait. So I was not being disrespectful to him. But I kind of played off a little bit and lost track of what he was saying until I heard the actual joke. And I was like, hold on, that's K-Dub. Then I actually seen the movement.
Wow.
Then I actually seen the movement when he said that you speed it up and you did it a lot faster. That is exactly what he did. Exactly what he did. And if I'm not mistaken, this was Shaq's All-Star. This was Shaq's All-Star 2016, maybe.
The All-Star comedy?
The All-Star comedy event. I think it was Shaq's 2016 All-Star comedy event. Well, whatever it K-Dub, or it's 2017, whatever it was K-Dub on it. And I remember seeing it because actually my wife told me it was coming on because she remembered K-Dub from that night. Like, I've never heard of K-Dub, and this is no offense to K-Dub because I was not in comedy then.
Right. So
when I heard of K-Dub was that night that I performed, he got on me, whatever the case may be. So it's someone you follow now. Like, okay, let me. Right. And so when you see him on that, like, hey, bro, you remember K-Dub? Shaq thing. Oh, let me see how he doing, man. Let me see a professional.
Right.
And I seen that same set. And then I seen this same
That's
set.
A low blow.
Did
K-Dub say? Did you tell it?
No. Here's the thing.
How do you guys feel? This goes for all of y'all.
Right.
Comedians, artists, whatever you do. How, if you've had any ideas stolen or something stolen from you, whether it's an idea, a set, a song, lyrics, a whole beat, like what in the world do you do? For real talk. Like, what would you do?
Well,
I want, or what have you done? If you have, I really want to know.
Well, in the comedy world, it's kind of hard because if someone has a bigger following than you, then it's a wrap. Like I can tell you right now, Kevin,
What? So you got big whole? Okay,
I like I can tell you
I
right
see
now.
what y'all saying.
And-
Okay,
but then at the same time, it does not necessarily mean someone actually stole something either. Too, like the only way I can say this man stole this was because the movements was exactly the same. The premise, the joke was exactly the same. So I can say yes, that was not a coincidence. But here's a coincidence. Kevin Hart, he has a show called Icebox Art. It's something on Instagram, but it has something to do with him interviewing cold as balls. That's what it is, and it's on YouTube. And he's interviewing athletes.
Cold as balls.
Cold as balls, and he's interviewing them in an ice tub. Celebrities in an ice tub. He's in an ice tub, and they're just throwing shots. And it's actually athletes.
Okay.
It's all athletes. That's why the hot tubs and cold as balls.
Okay, guys.
So I've had a saying that I've said a long time ago. It's actually two sayings. It says, actually no, it's one. It says I don't trust a man that can't grow facial hair. I've actually meant that, but when I say it, people look at it as a joke. So it's been like a little small, like, man, I don't trust you. You don't even grow facial hair. But that is something that I've always said. Now, granted, my following, my friends, I heard Kevin Hart say this on his show, and he turned around and said, you know what, I don't trust you because you don't grow facial hair.
What?
Now, granted, I can sit there and say, oh, he stole my joke, but where would Kevin have stole that joke from me? Probably nowhere. But it's easy for someone to say, I probably stole it from him. If you hear me say it today. See, exactly.
I'm just talking about a situation where I know a couple of artists, they rap, and I know somebody who sings, and more so the rappers. I don't know what it is about folks stealing beats or stealing ideas for songs, and it's not until you actually hear it. And this is the thing: it's not that you thought about it; it's somebody else just did it first.
Right.
It's a situation where you know these other artists, right? So say you're an artist and you go to a studio because your manager or your friend told you about this producer, right? Who works with these other artists that may be well known. This is a well-known producer. Now you sit here, you do a whole song, you got an idea for this track, blah, blah, blah. You lay it down. And then all of a sudden, you realize you left the song. All right, and then hold on, and then a year later, maybe, or two, or even 6 months down the line, you hear a similar song with a similar beat, similar lyrics. What do?
Go.
You can't do nothing
if
you don't have. Like, see, that's the
because
you left your proof.
You left it.
So
you left it.
All right. So
you
what you
left
said?
it at this
Okay.
studio.
So I got the perfect answer.
And even did a CD and was taking it to somebody.
So they get
your
rich.
own demo. They didn't even do nothing to it. They had nothing to do with this production at all. But this is somebody who wants to hear what you already did. You know what you've already done, and you have a demo that you are bringing to them so they can hear it. Nobody else heard it.
So they're getting rich off your
song.
So this is what you do with that right there. I'm just gonna be real with you. Because of what you said. First off, there's no legal action you can take. Because one, that's just irresponsible by you. So with that being said, you actually there's a few ways you can handle it. You can either call the person, see how the person knows you and you know them, and see how that goes. But if this person's already eating off of it, then you can either ask for a percentage, in which you might be
How can you ask for a percentage if you don't have proof that you did it? If you left it,
because
see what I'm saying?
No. In your statement,
Right.
I'm going by what you said.
Right.
You said that they know us, so meaning that if it was you, you know that's my song. You know that's my work.
I'm talking about the person who has the song.
Right.
Say your friend, you know your friend, but the friend.
If you wrote the song, you still had the lyrics.
Wait a minute, hold on. But the friend is the one who introduced you to the producer.
Right.
So you either did the song, you left it there, you never got the tracks. Your friend ain't got no. The friend can sit up here and say, "Hey, get my homeboy back. I don't know. However the conversation was
So
going.
who actually stole the music? The producer?
The producer and whoever the artists were
Well-
that actually go there on a regular basis and heard it, and now they're using it,
With
using
the
the
music,
idea or
well,
the beat.
With that goes. Well, I take that back. There is some legal stuff that they can do because if first of all music still belongs to the actual producer. Yeah, music still belongs because they're the one. Like the only thing that might belong to the artist is the actual lyrics. Okay, and those can be altered and changed. Okay.
Yeah.
So technically, the music still belongs to the producer, the engineer, or whoever created that music. Like that's where the music is created on that board, right? Or as an artist, no offense to any artist, only thing you're doing is laying down your lyrics
Right.
in a booth, which that engineer on the outside has to make sure your sound is right and everything else. So
Unless you
technically,
purchase the beat from him.
now, if you purchase the beat from him, that's a different story.
Right.
But just like most people, if you purchase that beat, then if I bought that beat from you, right? I bought that beat from True Being. No one else has that beat. That beat is sold to me.
Right.
That is my beat whatsoever. There's paperwork.
Right.
There was paperwork done that before the actual song.
Right.
So the fact that you just stole, I might not be able to get you for stealing my song because I can't prove that I've had those lyrics before you. Unless, but guess what? But guess what?
Like a slang.
But but that beat you're rapping on, I have all the documentation that that's my beat. You took. I mean, I'm glad you made that money. Now I need my cut and my percentage. That's why I said we can go.
This is a tricky
we can do this
situation.
the nice way.
Yeah.
You can do this the nice way. You can go ask them for their percentage. Well, why do I owe you a percentage? Because that's my song. How you know it's my song? Because here's a flash drive with the original beat on there. The same beat that you're using that I paid for. Here's the paperwork. So either you change the beat, and if you change the beat, that's cool. As long as the time it takes for you to change the beat to fit that song, I can take these same lyrics and go put that song out there.
But see, that's the tricky part. What if you had it stolen from you? The producer kept it, you left it by mistake, you forgot it, you trying to reach this producer or you're trying to reach these artists that you probably did a song with, who may have, this is just a feature, you know what I'm saying, to say that they rock with some other artists. And all of a sudden you hear this same song with a similar beat. You don't have the CD because you can't prove that you did that song, like that you actually came up with that song and had that all together on the beat and everything. And even on the flash drive, like you have a lot of people who are not prepared and don't really think to cover themselves, especially when they are going for the first time to meet a producer and to even record a song. Like I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there, y'all can actually relate. Like the stuff that goes on in the industry is crazy. Right. But like I said, I do want to go ahead and tap into the sexism piece a little bit. And I mean, it there's levels to it, but it exists and it's getting worse in the industry, the entertainment industry. It's open. A lot of people are losing themselves in sight of the real picture, and I guess to some that's what it takes to actually get the house that they want, the lively, the lifestyle that they want. I guess they're okay with selling their souls, but at the end of the day, it's just crazy. But if y'all have anything to say on that, y'all can drop y'all comments right now. We're gonna go ahead and go on a quick little break. Let y'all hear some tunes. And don't go anywhere, you guys. We are in the second hour of Millionaire Minds with our 2 Cents radio show. We'll be back, so do not go forward. You hear me? You hear me?
Big lips need chapstick. Like a huckleberry.
Hey, I believe that's a shot at me because I need some chapstick. Fuck you.
On that note, you guys, don't go anywhere. Here we are with a few tunes, and we'll let you guys know who they are and what the songs are. All right, just enjoy, right. And we'll be right back.
Black Love and Hair Grease with candy yams on the side.
That's right.
We ain't just dripping no more, nigga.
Right.
Slime on these nigga, man. Whole lot of drip, whole lot of flay, whole lot of trapping, whole lot of scraps. You feel me? Bitch, I be slime. My drip on a whole nother level. Just check out the front of my sweater. Look how I push it together. The ice on my Cuban link, blue with the ice on my bells. On my pockets, say stuff it with cheddar. And I got pounds on me, bitch, and you know I'ma sell them. And I run around with that hammer. Fuck around and play with me, bitch, and you know I'ma play. Bitch, I be slime. Bitch, I be slime. Bitch, I be slime. Bitch, I be slime. Lock in, too. Bitch, I be slime. Bitch, I be slime. Bitch, I be slime. I don't need drip no more. Packers on crook, they swole. On me, won't fold. I'ma get them in, get them gone. Y'all pay a land and be gone. Bad bitch, little trap nigga. She out when she see the scrub. Bitch, I be dripping and moving past. Try to stack and I be counting up. Throw the back out like a quarterback. Whole lot of drip, she can splash in that. The buzz in my blood look like crocodile. She roll up the gas while she throw it back. I fuck her for hours, ain't saying no vows. I'm in the trap, bitch, I'm still flipping pounds. I ain't got no talent, bitch, I gotta slide. Pack on me, scrap on me, bitch, I be slime. My drip on a whole nother level. Just check out the front of my sweater. Look how I push it together. The ice on my Cuban link, blue with the ice on my bells. On my pockets, say stuff it with cheddar. And I got pounds on me, bitch, and you know I'ma sell them. And I run around with that hammer. Fuck around and play with me, bitch, and you know I'ma play. Bitch, I be slime. 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 For all my money, you dying. I keep my bitches in line. Whole lot of slime on me. I don't even trip no more. I don't even trip no more. Break down my trouble, then roll up my trouble. I treat my niggas like brothers. Young nigga came from the gutter. I stood on racks in the duffel. Got a clue, we gon' fuck around, shoot us a movie. I got your hoe in the frame, made a movie. Draw at it cool, that's a brand, no brainer. I walk through this big nigga homicide. Feeling like the man of the year. I get fresh in the boots of the slide. Ain't got to question my niggas, they rhyme. Bitch, I be slime. My drip on a whole nother level. Just check out the front of my sweater. Look how I push it together. The ice on my Cuban link, blue with the ice on my bells. On my pockets, say stuff it with cheddar. And I got pounds on me, bitch, and you know I'ma sell them. And I run around with that hammer. Fuck around that play with me, bitch, and you know I'ma play you. Bitch, I be slime. 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 Bitch, I be slime.
Racks on me like a racketeer. Stay fly, no landing gear. Shit, no need nigga, bring a pamper here. Promise I'ma give them all hell this year. Shawty pussy papa drinking from a chandelier. She busted open, that'll make them bands appear. Blowing kiss clouds all in the atmosphere. Rest in peace, shawty love, but I'm the man in hell. Them sucker niggas jack acting home. I know they won't, but they say they will. When I was 4, I stayed in the 3. Home beach would have right off the deal. Had a check and I fucked it up. I'm back on, I'ma stack it now. I say train the fool, yeah, I'm making moves. You don't know about a nigga, just ask around. Home crew control down Washington Road. I can do some strings, no rock and roll. I'm a G, that's something that you got to know. Bruce Lee, boy, yeah, I got the glow. Fuck everybody, how I feel today. Shawty said just don't feel the same. Them monkey sucker, jet bumping guns. I'ma run it off, nigga, this the real aim. Pour it on them, 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 pour it on them. Got a lot of flavor, I'ma pour it on them. All on your head, I'ma pour it on you. $1,000 dressing, I'ma pour it on them. Let it drip a little, spill it, then pour it on. Pour it on, 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 pour it on. Got too much sauce, you can take some. Shot up in the shit since day one. Little boy gangs don't play none. Hit him with the sauce, shit ain't one. Pussy got you hooked, then I say hell nah. Even if you do shit, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Still going hard when you try to fail off. You miss me with the he say, she say. I'm really in the game like EA. Nigga, fuck how you feel. I'ma tell it like it is, cause really I don't know how to be fake. Everybody got the gun, but they ain't chipped in. I ain't trying to hit your blunt if you fucking with the bid. I told them we roll up more swollen and blowing on gas. I don't know when you fucking with the kid, what it is, what it ain't, what it gon' be. I can tell you one thing, you know me. You call us decline, all up in mine. All of these rappers, they call up from line. I'm dripping with flavors, all all in my rhymes. If you think it's different, hip hop with wine. It's the fact that I'm all about action, so really, actually, y'all in the house, I don't mind. Listen, really about yourself, say the fuck about a mind. See me automatic clapping if you out of line. Everybody in the crew got juice on time. Watermelon lemonade, no line. Pour it on 'em, 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 pour it on 'em. Got a lot of flavor, I'ma pour it on 'em. All on your head, I'ma pour it on you. Thighs not undressing, I'ma pour it on 'em. Let it drip a little, spit it then, pour it on 'em. Pour it on, 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 pour it on. Got too much sauce, you can take some. Shot up in the shit since day one. Little boy gangs don't pay none. Hit 'em with the sauce, you A1. Let it drip a little, spill it then, pour it on. Pour it on. Pour it on. Let it drip a little, spill it then, pour it on.
This is a DJ Hurricane exclusive. DJ Hurricane.
Got a blunt full of weed in the wax. That's one hell of a combination. Wayne and Rob on the track. That's one hell of a combination. And we getting all the stacks. Got no time for procrastination. Hey, why the fuck these niggas think a nigga ain't gon' bout to go run the nation? Wheels got me sitting high like a seats in the nosebleed. I'm ballin' in San Antonio, feeling like I'm Ginobili. Only fuck that hoe when I'm in the mood. Pop a head on like in the tooth. With the ass spin on the mouth. Watch a bitch do in the booth. Niggas love to test my patience. And my girl so high maintenance. On the line for the party. Burn the OG by the pay. I blow them stacks, then I hit the trap when I wanna go get it back. We smoke gas, dip money, and the niggas still sipping that ass. My baby fly, I can't lie, if she want it. We gon' hit the ball, but on everything she want it. He talking dollar signs, we can't have no conversation. Got the two girls, one Haitian, one Asian. I'm dogging, man, and one hell of a combination. My Sprite full of man, and one hell of a combination. Two diamonds in the gold, and one hell of a combination. Got two before and hold, and one hell of a combination. My niggas are starting to stay blowing, stay with the L, put in the L. At the food when we're public, dog can't take them in the wild. Never had shit, now I'm rich, got a condo in the suburb. Hated it out here, lingo must be crazy, can't understand the word. Music is out of car, dad bought a bunch of flat screens. Sticky weed and school buses and a whole lot of that dream. Parties every week, ain't no niggas, that's a bunch of freaks. And time my life with a spoon, a nigga that can always eat. Tell my nigga always geek, this is my confession. Lied to him, got him, when I said I learned my lesson. Business for pleasure, fly without no feathers. Kill them in the base shit, nigga, I don't fuck with that leather. I keep my baby fly, I can't lie, if she want it. We gon' hit the mall, bought her everything she wanted. He talking dollar signs, we can't have no conversation. Got two girls, one Haitian, one Asian. I'm dogging, man, and one hell of a combination. My Sprite full of green and one hell of a combination. Two diamonds in the gold and one hell of a combination. Got two before and hold and one hell of a
DJ Hurricane. That's the lifestyle that a real nigga used to. Give a fuck about the money that I blew through. For a sucker nigga talking that bullshit. Don't fuck around and make a nigga shoot you. My little Barbie swear she too cute. She can work it no hair like a Bluetooth. Told her that I go by train, but she keep calling me choo-choo. Make her check the thing like a you. Feel it in, put it on YouTube. Just put them in the fly. She say, yeah, I know how you do. This that real ATL. Riding around with that new. Skating now at 66. Turn me up, yeah, this that shit. So I play all about the paper. I can tell they hating out of where they stay. Middle finger to a hater, I don't care. Shout it, roll another one and put it in the air. Oh yeah. I keep my baby fly, I can't lie, if she want it. We We gon' hit the mall, buy her everything she wanted. You talking dollar signs, we can't have no conversation. Got
This
two
is a
girls,
DJ
one
Hurricane
Asian, one
exclusive.
Asian.
Hey.
Shout out to Train Food. I see you watching. Yes, that's hell of a combination with Time.
Yo.
Shout out to my family. Shout out to Rob Rachmaninoff. He is the producer who produced this track.
Oh yeah.
And he also produced Poured on Them. I know y'all heard that. Y'all like that.
Definitely. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
What's good?
Millionaire Minds with our 2 Cents Radio. Catch us each and every Monday, you guys, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is Millionaire Minds with our 2 Cents Radio Show. Instagram is at Millionaire Minds 2 Cents with Z's. All right. So,
we got a couple.
y'all had a little break.
Yeah. See, we got a.
Y'all got y'all juices.
Got a lot of viewers, don't we?
We
Yes,
do.
we do.
I definitely think we should get some shout outs.
Okay, cool. Shout out Miss Vanessa McCarroll.
Get the name right.
Hey,
Look.
here. Hey, jet lag. Shout out True Bing. He's watching and he's hosting. Hey, we see you.
How you doing? How you
Train
doing?
of Fool, we see
Shout
you.
out to you, Train.
Dora,
Yes.
Monica, Dukes. Why? I see. Hey, if you ain't called a Duke comedy show yet, man, you tripping, man. And actually, I think we're gonna. Hey, Duke, I'm gonna get you down to Cussing Comedy.
All right, dude.
Getting you down there, man, because
All right.
it ain't a party until Duke hit the motherfucking stage.
Hey, we gonna see.
And Dora Monica, we at Eccentric Magazine. Yes, I was
Shout
gonna
out
get
to
there,
you.
Miss. I was gonna
Yes.
get there.
We got you, boo.
Damn it. Miss Victoria King, I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Samantha Buckner, I see you. Brenda Davis, I see you.
Yes, we have
the
Miss
real A&R.
Jessica, all the way from London, Miss Shanae. Yes, shout out to you guys. Lock Entertainment and Russell Entertainment. Yes,
Big
Lock
Mad
EMG.
Mad Dog.
Let me correct that. Mad Dog, shout out to you. And Miss Luby, shout out to you. J Mo, Jazzy, Darius. Yes. And Dontel PV, Brenda Davis, William Bryant. Shout out to you, Carol and Mike, again with the Taz Bar, formerly known as Confetti Bar and Grill. That's where I did some karaoke Saturday.
Boy.
I did some karaoke. You weren't here when I talked about it.
You felt proud of
I did. I had the video. I'm thinking about posting it, y'all. I may post it today.
Hey.
I did say yes.
How'd that work out?
I was impressed.
It was fun.
Hey,
I was impressed.
Well,
Y'all got to come out for real. Fridays and Saturdays on everything. It may be a little drive for some, but it's well worth it. It is in Gwinnett County.
Well,
it is. What is it? Spalding Drive.
Yep, Spalding Drive.
You know the address, my home.
6470 Spalding Drive, North Cross, Georgia.
We still looking for a theme, right?
Yeah.
So for Friday, how about we do open mic and karaoke?
Oh, and she will come. Wait, nope, she can't come because she's doing
Friday.
her own.
I know that's
yeah,
because she's every Friday.
But guess what, though, y'all? We may actually have that for y'all. So just stay tuned.
Be on the lookout for the flyers to hit y'all this evening, tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. But this Friday, Club 6340 is definitely where you need to be. All I know is we're gonna have the after party that's gonna bang at 11 o'clock, and we definitely gonna do something from 9. Look, just bring your ass, all right? Bring your asses. Let's go.
Yes, we so appreciate all of the love, y'all. But definitely continue to share all of this. If you are an independent artist, I swear, like, if I don't have enough of your music and you have new music that you really want us to put in rotation, we will do that.
Yes, we will.
You hear what I'm saying to you? Send all of your stuff to our email. It's mmwo2c@gmail.com. mmwo2c@gmail.com. All right. So I will definitely put it in the comment box so y'all will see it during the playback.
Miss McCarroll. That's your last name?
Miss Vanessa McCarroll, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
She said you better get her name right. Put some respect on it. That's what she said. Ain't that right?
I stopped because I was about to call you Carol. Okay? Vanessa Carroll. When I seen the Mac, it threw
Shout
me
out
off.
to you, Von Donald.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you
it
for
right.
tuning in. Thank you so much. Yes, we're going to keep giving shout outs as we see everybody coming on. All right. But we're going to go ahead and get into this, a couple of subject matters.
Cricket letters can't be read.
What?
That's that dope.
That's that randomness thing he
That's
said he
that.
was going to do every show.
For real? We can do random shit?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I join?
Now, right now, let me start this first, real quick, because I really want to hear everybody's take on this.
Not right now.
It's a
Not
couple of
right now in some places. Not right now.
I can't. What?
Cereal won't get soggy if it doesn't have bacon.
Milk is the reason why cereal is soggy.
Because banana grows trees.
Underneath the banana peels is the banana.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to turn y'all mics off. Y'all better stop.
Cotton block. C'est block.
All
If
right.
she turned our mics off,
Hey,
does that mean we're not still being heard?
Yes,
that's right. They won't hear you.
They won't?
No, they won't.
Like at all?
At all. Don't you do it. Okay, but look, we're real quick. No.
Hey. So my mic is off and y'all can still hear me.
Right.
This is what I have to deal with, y'all, every day, all the time.
My sister. It is our job. Were you there? Were you there?
Yes, I was there.
Oh, you were there? My sister. So you must understand.
Who will win in a fight, a Skittle or a nerd?
They will both lose because I will eat them both.
I think a Skittle would.
I'd eat
Okay,
them
but
both.
look, y'all, look. Okay, seriously.
Right.
I have a question. And this goes out mainly for the males because when I hear this type of similar story or scenario happen to two guys, separate guys, and I hear the same story in the same day, I have to ask the men out there, especially if you are in the industry, whether you in the entertainment industry, period, entertainment, anything where you actually have to make certain moves to, get to the next level. All right. When it comes down to sexism or inappropriateness, men, how many of you and I just want y'all to drop it in the comment box, or if you guys have any situations that y'all can speak on, please enlighten me, because it's already one thing for women to get the stereotype that we have to flirt, or it's not even just flirting, it's really like having to sleep with someone or feeling like wait, you have women who actually, like you said, would do whatever it is that they need to do to make amends, would get into a situation where they are propositioned an X amount of dollars or a deal or whatever it is that they are looking for in exchange for sexual favors. But for the men to actually come forward and say that they are also getting approached and tried by other men who may be able to help them get to the next level. And I mean, it's like, all right, so I give you X amount of dollars for one night type of deal. Like, do y'all really get approached like that?
Yes.
Let me turn this down because I want to hear you. You sound like you got a story.
I ain't got no story.
You ain't got no story?
Yes.
Get approached like what?
Like sexual advances.
It's not even about them approaching you. Say this is someone who you may actually have a relationship with, a business relationship with, or know of, may have met a couple of times and are now in a meeting or a setting where you are talking about business, okay? And then you're telling this person, or this person is interested in finding out what you need, and you tell them, in a way, however it is that this person can actually help you, all right? Whether it's obtaining a budget, whether it's obtaining this venue, that you definitely want. It could be whatever it is. and then they say to you, all right, I give you what you want if you sleep with me, or if you got some folk that get real rude. You let me tap that, or if you let me, you know what I mean. And I'm talking about these are men who are getting tried like this. Now we already know that on another level, this is already happening. You know, people are, as we will all say, they're selling their souls to get to this. Some people would say an attainable level. Any other way. You know what I mean? Unless you go through whatever it is that they have to go through. It's something that is definitely obvious that is happening, and it has been happening for decades. But I think now the boldness of the situation is getting out of control. The situation is already wrong, period. Whether it's to a man or to a woman. But for the men, like, it's just, I'm trying to understand. What would you do, True? What would you do, Callie, if you guys were approached? You guys were approached with that type of proposition. If you went to someone that you felt like you trusted and can finally actually sit down, talk business, you know what this person can do for you, and you know how this person can benefit from whatever event you're trying to put on, whatever it is. And this is what they proposition you with. Okay, yes, I'll do it if you let me tap that. What would you guys do? Because this is happening. Don't play. Because I know a lot of men are out there feeling some type of way and may be angry because this is probably what they get a lot. You got a lot of the pretty boy type. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never really know. A lot of down low brothers out there doing this in the industry. Like, I'm talking about locally, hear me? Locally.
So is your question, are you saying...
What would you guys do if you guys were in that type of situation?
Approached by another man to do that?
Yes, it's a man. I'm talking about man to man.
Oh, shit. Ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. That's the end of the conversation. That's the end of our business that we got going. Because first of all, for one, I can't do business with you because you're not true to yourself to begin with, first of all. Because at the end of the day, this is your lifestyle, but you sitting here back here faking. You know what I'm saying? I show love and respect to whoever respect themselves, and it is what it is. Second of all, I'm gonna have to debate either I'm about to beat your ass. No. I mean, and I'm sorry for that, but because of the fact that, for one, you tried me and you're crossing a friendship that you have no business crossing like that, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no business doing that. That is not our relationship. Like, what the hell going on? So I'm debating either beating your ass or not. As far as the friendship being over, yes, that's over with, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you're a true friend of mine, then you know what you know I don't get down like that. Especially if I showed you the respect for your lifestyle, what it is.
But what if you did not know that this person was even interested in men?
That's what I told you. Like I said, that's the first part. Then you're not even true to yourself, bro. So at the end of the day, I can't really say that we were really cool, bro. Because how do I know that? You know what I'm saying? Our friendship was genuine. How do I know? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, like if our and because the way you put the question is like that's someone that I confided in. That's someone that I went to with my problems. So you're someone that I trusted and looked up to. So probably out of just, for one, bro, that's kind of very hurtful, deceiving. We are really crossing a line to where I'm really debating beating your ass. Like, seriously, like a physicalness as far as instead of just walking away, say, you know what, bro, business is over. Like, the deal is over with regardless.
Right.
But just to now walk away with it, I think we might have an issue. We might be throwing some blows because of the fact that that's like your family member trying you, bro. Like an older family member. Because they say you confided in somebody.
But that's what happens out here, and because of the simple fact that it's a guy, is homosexual. A lot of men out there that are the closest to us will never talk about this type of situation that they have experienced because of the embarrassment. The level of embarrassment, I'm assuming, would be greater for a man to be exposed going through that as opposed to a woman. Because y'all, of course, you got the women and the men that,
Women fantasize about other women.
huh?
Women fantasize about other women on a daily basis.
But that's the
Well, some of them. Not gonna say.
and how is it that society views that as okay because it's two women? That's the thing. It still don't make it right.
It's a double standard, but all double standards aren't right. That's just like human nature. I mean, as a
But we're
woman,
talking about
okay.
people who are trying to
But-
further their career or actually make money move. They trying to get these checks. They trying to put foundations in place, and it means conducting business with others. And then when you are tried in that type of way, I mean, come on, that puts everything at a halt. But let me put this twist to it then. What if you're already doing business with this person? What about that? What if you are already doing business with this person? Now you're a guy, and this male, this person that you've confided in, have done business with, everything is successful, everything is good, y'all making money moves, and all of a sudden you feel like maybe you're up in the ante because you're asking for a little more, or you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden this person propositions you in that manner. Okay, I'll do it if you let me tap. You know what I'm saying? And this is someone that you've been doing business with, you built a relationship with, a rapport with.
That's
How do you
sexual
handle
harassment.
take your cut and walk away.
Yep.
Mad Dog said the
In-
best, man.
in-
Take your cut
in
and
that,
walk away. Just because if you guys already got business
That's
going
harassment.
on like that, and if
You
he's
said that's
trying-
harassment?
and
Talking to the mic,
Y'all can't hear me?
no,
You chewing Twizzler.
Oh, I said that's harassment. I love Twizzlers.
it is
That's so
harassment.
good. Yeah.
It is
Okay,
harassment.
so in a situation like that, for those of you guys who may know how to answer this question, like in a situation like that, and you have where I guess, and of course, a lot of people fail to realize that paperwork works wonders, because at the end of the day, especially in a situation that may be unexpected, where you have to walk away, you want to make sure you're covered. And a lot of people are not covered, and I think it's because of the level of trust that you put in these people. Like you can't. It's so the number is so small of the people who you actually can trust on that level to where you know this person not gonna do a thing to you. You understand what I'm saying? That number is so small. But in a situation like that, you got paperwork. You can take this person to court. But what if you don't have paperwork? What if this person has put in the majority? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think, of course, yes, you walk away and just count your losses and be done, just start over from scratch. I mean, because I think that would probably be most people's last resort.
That's when that comment beat his ass and taking my money gonna come into play. I mean, but at the end of the day, like I said, look, it's choose that battle. If you're gonna walk away from it, and like you said, cut your losses. If you're gonna stand up for what you think you believe in, and it's a cut, handle your business. But at the end of the day, I just think the relationship with you and that person and what you guys built, it got to come to an end right there, because it's not going to stop there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can put your foot down once, but if this person felt good enough to try you at this moment, who's to say when you guys make a little bit more money, or there's something a little bit more at stake, or a bigger opportunity? Who's to say that, well, you know what, he stuck around, let me go and try one more time, because now instead of 20 million, we're looking at 200 million.
You know
He
what?
might buck for 200.
Yeah.
And so that's why at that point, like I said, you let it go, because like I said, it's not going to stop. Like, especially if you
Right.
if you don't do anything about it. Okay. And let's
Would you consider that
answer
rape?
that.
Would you consider that rape?
If
What,
he
rape
attacks
or-
you, yeah.
I'm
Rape
saying, so say you give in.
or
You got-
sexual harassment.
It's
Okay.
definitely sexual harassment.
All right.
I mean, I think it's still a form of
Well,
rape.
Well,
And it's what I don't. It's
Well,
just
play
really
this.
crazy.
rape. The word rape is a touchy subject, and
It
it's a
is very
strong word.
touchy.
It's a strong word, and I don't believe that word is true until there's physical
That's what I'm talking
Contact.
about. If it's
Oh.
something say if this person, this male that you confided in, you guys are going to go ahead and go through with it. You say, this person said, okay, they're going to go ahead and go through with the sexual favor for whatever it is that you're asking for. Like you said, in some situations, of course, it's not going to stop. Now, this is something that they're going to have over you and feel like they can use on a continuous basis. How?
Well, as a man, that's what you opened yourself up to. Like once you decided
And
to cross that threshold,
that's what's going on out here in the industry. The entertainment industry has a lot of that going on, and is now becoming more open and more visible. And it's sad because bad enough, the women have to really eat that. Some of the women that feel like they have to eat that, they eat it. You got a lot of the women who walk away from those type of situations, of course.
And a whole lot that's with it.
And you have a lot of the women out there because they want to be famous. They want the limelight bad enough to where they take sex sales to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But for the men, they're not going to be as open with it. You got a lot of men who, with the embarrassment that comes with putting yourself out there sexually to rise to the top, I can only imagine.
Well, put it like this, and this go for the men. If you sitting there saying that you're gonna do whatever it takes to get there, then shut the fuck up when you do whatever it takes to get there. Because at the end of the day, that's what you chose to do.
Now,
like you was not forced into that.
What about
they do have female people that do that too.
You got females that do that to the guys.
And guess what?
Yeah.
And guess what?
But you got a lot of males that'll go for that.
But you have every right and every choice to say no. Like at the end of the day, like regardless of who's coming at you, whether it's male, female, whatever the case it may be, at that moment, like this, if you say you don't have a choice in anything in the world, at that moment, you have the opportunity to make that choice to say, okay, is my integrity, lifestyle, whatever it is that I stand for, am I going to stand up for that now, or is this check or this opportunity big enough for me to sell my soul, or for me to double back on what I said I'm not going to do, or for whatever? Like at that moment, you have that choice to do those certain things, and if you choose to sit there and say, well, male or female, just one time, all right, then cool. Guess what? What happens after that one time? You can't get mad if they decide to come back at you again and say, hey, you still want to keep that position? Toot it up. You did it before. And especially if you a man, what you gonna do? You gonna toot it up because you're scared that he's gonna put that first one out there.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was getting at.
If you're not gonna stand behind your decision,
expose that.
You're not gonna stand behind your decision. Like if you're gonna reap the reward and gain the position, gain the whatever it is you gain from that, then stand by what you did to get there. I mean,
but you don't think.
I mean, I'm not saying parade it. I'm not saying parade around it. I'm not saying go out there and boom, this or whatever the case may be. But when it come out, don't sit there and be a bitch about it. Stand up by it. Like, what's that one YouTube thing? And it showed that one kid, and I hate it, but it's funny that it goes with everything you're saying right now. That signed with baby. He said, "Yeah, I let baby hit it. Yeah, I had to suck his dick for the dick." He said it. Do I think you're fucking wrong? Yeah. Do that desperate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I? Yeah. No, never. Does that mean the next man won't? No, it doesn't necessarily mean he won't. But one thing I will give you is I give you respect for actually owning up to it. I mean,
Did he own up to it voluntarily, or was it something that was exposed that he did?
to be honest with you, I don't know as far as that went. All I know is that I seen a YouTube video, and he clearly clearly says it. And then also it goes to another clip where there's another dude that I guess is signed to whoever case it may be, long earrings, fur coat, and they do a handshake and he kiss him on the lip.
I saw that.
So, and that's
Yeah.
in the same group. I mean,
Yeah.
no, don't get twisted. Like, I don't know if they're under the same label or whatever the case it may be, but here's two people saying, "Oh, you did this for the deal? Yeah, I did this for the deal too." All right, it is what it is. Like, that's a deal that I definitely would have passed on. I definitely would have passed on that deal. But at the end of the day, to each his own. You wanted it a whole lot more than me. It is what it is. Congratulations to you and your success and everything that you get to you. But at the end of the day, that's you, and that's what you choose to do. So
But
live life.
it's really unfortunate though, because I think the part that kind of gets overlooked is the fact that a lot of our young men and women out here right now in the entertainment industry, whether they do music, whether they model, whatever it is, some of them actually feel like they have to do that in order to get to where they want to get to. They really do feel like they have to maybe sleep with this person or that person in order to get exactly what it is that they want. And see, that's my thing. Like, first of all, are y'all really guaranteed this? Like, I don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Because if you make a false move, I'm just saying on another level, if you already, so you out here making things move, you doing your thing. But then you got those out here who actually have, I guess most would say, buck.
Who?
But
Buck.
they would buck. They buck. Like, now they doing too much out here. Or
Buck
you know what I'm
wild.
saying?
Buck
You're putting this, I
wild.
believe, this is just my opinion. And some people may actually agree. I don't know. I believe that some people out here, because everything that we are brainwashed with and actually are using as, I guess, daily guides, most people are, is through the media, through social media, through the news, through the movies that we watch,
Yeah, it's true.
the reality shows that we watch, the music that we listen to. Like, I believe that, of course, certain people, and most of these people are put in their position for a specific reason. And then when you actually get out of pocket, according to them, now that's when you see, oh, they in the media for doing this, they did that, they done did that, And I believe that certain situations have already been known, but because you're playing your role and you're playing your role right, you know what I'm saying?
They
They'll
had to
keep
hold it.
everything from the public. But now you got some people that can't even bounce back, and I love DMX. I really did. I hate that things happen the way they happen. I love Tupac. Like, we have a lot of greats that we lost. The entertainment industry says a lot.
Right.
It says a lot about the different paths that one is supposed to take. And some people, they choose their own path. A lot of them don't even get on the radio. And see, that's the reason why we want to make sure that we get the movement going with our independent artists, because y'all need this platform.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all need to be heard. It's not, the fame, I swear that it's a trip. It is a trip, but like you said, though, to your point earlier, a lot of people just want to be able to get by. So they don't really need to go to the extreme, because I'm not trying to be that famous or that rich. You
I
understand
am.
what I'm saying? So you may see me in the limelight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or you may see that, okay, I only got in trouble for something this one time, but I don't know. I think we just all need to be careful with our choices and the people we come in contact with, and learn to trust our gut more. You know what I mean? If the
Right.
spirit guides you that way, or it's guiding you away from it for whatever reason, it's not working out, things are not falling in line, maybe it's not really for you.
You got to say,
You understand what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because I know myself, I get excited about things. And sometimes, it may not be what it is that, we were told. And it hurts.
Yeah,
It
you're
hurts.
right.
It disappoints. But
You're
the
right.
reality is, and I always say, all opportunities are not good opportunities. And it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's always okay. It's
So,
not the last opportunity in the world.
but shout out to Joy and Mike and the Mako girls.
Mako.
Shout out. And shout out to Jazzy. I saw you guys. Shout out to Barry Williams. Just want to say shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any comments, if you guys have anything, you got your 2 cents that you want to go ahead and drop it in the comment box, all right? So, we were definitely just talking about sexism in the entertainment industry, harassment, improper propositions in the entertainment industry. I mean, these things happen and it's real. And I believe the majority of us have definitely probably, either
Experience.
felt, no, it's not even something that may have been said, but you can kind of feel that this person looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. Like, I don't even know if this person gonna really listen to what I'm saying, and I'm coming with some real business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like that sometimes. And it's unfortunate, but it is real.
Yeah.
And especially for us women,
The industry does not care.
the industry really does
Does
not.
not care.
But we have a lot of people in the industry who do care
Yeah.
and will do right and
that.
are making moves not only for themselves but to help
For
others
other
who are
people, too.
trying to attain that same level of whether it's celebrity, stardom, popularity, whatever it is that y'all trying to attain, and you feel like somebody can actually help you get there. At the end of the day, do your homework.
Right.
We all got to do our homework. We all have to make sure that we are just being conscious, and that's pretty much where I'm at with that. Like,
2
for
cents?
real. That's my 2 cents, and I swear, you ain't giving me my pennies. You ain't got my pennies. Cool. But that's my 2 cents on that. But it's real, like, seriously, real love and support is definitely important. And I always try to make sure that I give, credit where credit is due and show love where it's needed and appreciated.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, appreciation is a big word.
But we
Yeah.
appreciate you guys watching us and tuning in
Yeah, we truly
and
do.
following us and being interested in what it is that we do. Like Callie say, we gonna have something planned for y'all Friday.
I don't know what it's gonna be. Just pull up and
Just pull up.
Come on.
Is it 6340?
it's gonna be 6340.
What is
Just,
340? What is this
It's
340?
gonna be party time.
just pull the fuck up. We'll
Put up.
we'll figure it out when y'all get there. Play pinochle or something.
No, we're not gonna
But
play
not
pinochle.
Pinochle.
We may
Gonna
play
play
some
some
cards. We may have some space
Some
tournaments and
spades.
some games going. Oh no,
We
we'll see.
might have some strippers in there.
We may have some
Hold on.
strippers in there. You
Yep.
don't know. You
Wow.
never know. Just show up.
Come
We gonna have hookahs. We got hookahs.
We will have
Oh,
hookahs.
yeah.
We will have the sexy ladies.
We
We
will have
will.
some leggings,
We will have some fishnets.
some leotards,
Some leotards.
tarts, leotards.
Leo tarts.
First of all, that's too close to Leah.
Oh, we're gonna have some leotards. It's called leotards, right?
Leotards.
Okay, well, leotards.
Leotards.
You still say
Leo. You don't say Leah. Leotards.
No, it's
Leo?
not called a leotard. It's called
Anyway.
leotard.
It is called a leotard.
Yeah, it's called leotard.
It is called a leotard.
Okay.
It is.
All right,
Yeah,
whatever,
is
you
right.
man.
just lost that. You lost
Yeah,
that
right.
battle. You just
I
lost
just want
that one.
y'all to get away
You a
from my
girl.
name.
How you don't know what
I
the
do
name
know
is?
what it is.
Exactly.
I wear them.
So you wear your
All right,
shit.
they are leotards, but
You wear your
still,
shit.
anyway.
You wear your own shit. That's what we talking about. Leotards.
But guess what, y'all? We also have an event that we are hosting May 26th,
Hey.
2018.
Hey.
Music Lounge Live. Hey, hey,
G.
hey.
Oh,
I know that's also going to be at 6340 though, y'all.
yeah, that's going down.
Shout out to Viv and Shanae.
Yeah.
They are,
Events.
you said putting on the event. It is Gift of Abundant Love, you guys. Please, 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 please understand the movement, all right? Because at the end of the day, all we're asking is for a donation. $3 donation, and you can actually get these on Eventbrite. Just go on eventbrite.com and look up Music Lounge Live, or you can go to our page and click on the link on our Facebook page and just show up. You understand what I'm saying to you? We definitely have. If Coke and Pepsi fight, who will win?
Oh, that's
This
a
is
good
what
question.
I had to
Coke
know.
will win.
Good question, Leah. Good question, Leah.
They know me. Y'all knew I was gonna say that out loud.
That's a good question, Leah.
Exactly.
Y'all make sure that y'all come to 6340 though. And guess what? We will be celebrating my birthday on the 26th of May. Shout out to all the Geminis out there. Shout out to my sister, my twin, Coco Boss model. I don't know why they doing this, but I'm tuning them out. I couldn't no more. Yes, y'all. For real? But guess what though? Do y'all go to Caribbean carnivals? Really? Do y'all go to Caribbean carnivals?
I will. I'm about to.
You're about to go?
Yes.
I've been
So
on a
the
cruise.
Caribbean carnival is going to be on the same weekend.
Of what?
All right. Of May.
Of our show.
It's the same weekend of our music lounge.
Well,
We're not the
live
same day.
show.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Y'all come on to the Music Live Lounge.
I'm saying they can go to the Caribbean Carnival. I think that's where I'm gonna be.
It's the same day.
It is. It's the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I think it starts Thursday because on the 26th they are having a masquerade band competition. I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with the Caribbean culture, but the Caribbean carnivals are humongous. And here in Atlanta, they do that during Memorial Weekend. I always was a part of it because it fell around my birthday. My birthday is May 29th. So I haven't been a part of it. It's been years, and I want to go. I want to be one of the ones who eventually will be in one of the bands. So you guys can come out and support me then too, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all to come out,
I'll come out.
be in one of those nice little costumes. I know y'all would like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Who the fuck
You are a
who the fuck
hater.
told you that?
You ain't have to say it.
Who the fuck told you that?
You ain't have to say
You
it.
don't like it.
It don't matter if you
Hey,
say it
true.
or not.
True.
Yes, sir.
You better like that shit.
Yes. Too much.
So you guys,
Bad boy,
I
bad
swear, at the end of the day,
Take that. Take that.
we have to make sure that we are keeping each other abreast of these types of events coming up.
Yes.
So make sure that y'all are following us. Y'all are sharing things with us because we will share them as well. Again, send it to our DM, send it to our inbox. You can send it to our email, and we'll share it. Whatever it is that you have coming up, whether it's a showcase, comedy show. Why are y'all doing this? What? So when I watch the playback, this is what I got to hear in the last 4 minutes of the show. A what contest?
I seen a porn star.
Porn star contest.
Oh, I seen a porn star at a speed dating contest.
Who won?
What?
She lost.
What?
Everybody recognized her.
Oh, damn. Hold on. You got to speak up on that. Wait a minute. What happened? Shout out to you, Ron Mays. I see you tuned in.
I don't know, I'm making that shit up. But I'll make it up some more.
No, never mind. Don't worry about that. So you guys make sure that you come
Four
out to
stars, like
6340. 4 stars, what?
Lemonade can't
Wait
be
a
lemonade.
minute.
What
Why are
the-
they talking about 4 stars? Y'all excuse him. I don't know what in the
4
world.
stars are the first ones to go to Sunday school.
Hey,
It's
but
not
for real though,
lemonade,
you got a
it's
lot of
watermelon.
people
Yeah.
who will leave the club at 7 o'clock and go straight to church. That's real. I have heard of stories.
My club used to smell like
They'll
that
go
loud
straight to work from the club. I've
Oh,
heard of that. I've actually I've worked with a couple of
pack. I
people
fell asleep in
who
the parking
came
lot.
They
in to
doing
work.
too much. I've
Like
done
they
that
came
before.
into work saying that they just left the club. I'm like,
Nah.
what the
Huh?
really?
That's
I've done
How?
that.
Right.
I've done
They
that
go
before.
too
Like,
Mhm.
well, I didn't necessarily go straight inside the club. I mean, well, straight home. Well, to work. I just had to make a decision. If I go all the way home, I'm not gonna go to the club. I'm not gonna go to work. So I went to work and said, let me set my alarm because it was I only had like an hour. I said, let me set my alarm, and I get up and go to work. I just go inside the building. That shit didn't work. So
Wow.
it didn't work.
Well, it is all right. It is all right.
It's all
But you guys
right.
make sure that you guys come out May 26th.
Yeah.
All right, 6340
6340.
Highway 85, Riverdale, Georgia. All right, Gift of Abundant Love. We are hosting
Yeah.
Music Lounge Live event.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Jazzy.
Jazzy.
Yeah. For real.
Jazzy.
What? That's all I got for that one right there. But y'all just make sure that you shout out to Shanae, shout out to Viz. Why are you doing that?
Shout out to the DJ.
We don't need any sound effects. We got Caliber right here. on the
That's
mic.
right.
Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ.
I'm the DJ. Yeah, shout out to me.
Yay.
Shout out to Shout out to
I don't think they really hear that. You think?
I don't think it's picking up. It might be picking up.
So I do have a question though, Callie.
Okay, wait, this question.
Did you have anything for sports?
Shout out to the sports. Shout out to the sports. Shout out to the sports. Hey, tune in tonight. The Warriors and the Rockets will play game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
Hey.
Also, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals was played yesterday between Boston and Cleveland.
Oh,
And Cleveland got that ass whoop.
whoop,
But
whoop,
I'm just gonna
whoop.
be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I know you happy.
Who for? No, believe it or not, no,
What?
I'm not. And I'm gonna end on this note with
Uh-oh.
the sports thing. Okay. First of all,
Mhm.
to all you fake sports fans out there, okay? Fake, no, and only real Laker fans will hear me on this. I've never seen so many different, like, all of a sudden people that dislike LeBron so much, but they're
for
Laker.
him.
No, but they're
Bandwagon.
Laker fans. But you're over there rooting for Boston.
Oh,
They bandwagon. fans.
Okay, no. Fuck a bandwagon. There are just certain people that like. Okay, if the Saints made it to the Super Bowl, you Falcon fans are not rooting for the Saints to win, right?
Mhm.
So, as a basketball fan and a diehard Laker fan, there is no way in hell I'm rooting for anything for Boston. That is a rivalry that dates all the way back to when basketball first started.
Mm-hmm.
so they were really rooting for Boston and
Like-
they were Laker fans?
Because they have that much hatred for LeBron.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you right, like, yeah, you got that much
Wow.
hatred for LeBron. You gonna go ahead and root
That's
for
some
your
hate right
nemesis. Let me tell you something right now. LeBron has never played for the Celtics, so since he's playing against the Celtics, I am team Cleveland. Let's go Cleveland. Let's beat Bingtown, and who cares about Bingtown? We don't care. All right, let's go. I'm going for Cleveland. All right, team LeBron.
All right.
Until next season, then it's fuck him unless he's in a Laker jersey. All right, I'm out.
Yes, you guys. Make sure you catch us next Monday, 4
That's
p.m. to
right.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Millionaire Minds with our 2 cents radio show.
Yeah, go grab your snacks and join us.
Yes, love you guys. Peace.
We out, bitch.
Peace out.
Peace.